Frans, there's noise, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
No condition to talk about that. Okay, so now we
All right, Frans. You had a layoff. You said afterwards there was some ring rust. How badly did you feel the ring rust?
I got to finish the fight and everything, but I felt it pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the first round. Which is, I don't understand it, because in camp I felt amazing. It was just as loose as ever. I was doing runs and stuff like that, and sometimes I had to stop because I felt so fit. I wasn't even running out of bed. I just kind of stopped because I had to stop running eventually. And even in the gym and stuff, it felt good, man. But ring rust is definitely not a myth. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I felt slick even all the way into the ring, and then just once everything started going, that lactic acid built. And I just wasn't as sharp as I promised, and I'll try and make that mend that problem for the next one.
We talked earlier about the pressure that you put on yourself as well by saying this is your last chance to make it. When the ring rust starts kicking in, how do you put yourself over that mentally?
And I did have that moment. There was a moment where I was like, you know what, this is not going as I wanted to go, and I was like, I can't let this happen. So I did feel like I stepped it up at the. If you watch it, I don't know if you could see, there was a moment on the third round. I was like, oh shit, this is kind of slipping away from me. I can't let that happen. So I stepped it up a tiny bit, and then ended up finishing the round in an alright fashion. So I was happy enough with it compared to how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, we won't talk about it, but yeah. It was not good.
So you dropped him in the second round.
Yeah.
Was it also a conscious decision not to rush in too much so he doesn't end up on top of you or something like that?
The thing was usually in them positions I would just kind of step back and take him out then. But in that space, because of how I felt, I did take that kind of moment to take a break myself, which was very stupid, and then I regretted it not too long after. Then when he had me against the fence, I was like, I should have just took that step back, you know what I mean, and just finished it, because it just made it harder on myself now. But at the same time, feeling the way I felt in the fight, I'm glad that I got that fight then now I've done 3 rounds, you know what I mean, in that long space of time I've been off, so I'm even more ready now for the next one.
Exactly, okay. Last question from me is, do you watch Bobby Green a lot? Because you got a lot of the same hands down movements.
You know what?
Evading.
The guy I watched and who I emulate, my favourite boxer is Roy Jones.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You're saying Bobby Green, but
well, because he implemented it in MMA the way Mayweather
this
did.
Is true.
The first to do it.
Yeah.
This is the second time I see it.
Nice. Well, it's a compliment. I like Bobby Green.
Yeah, because he's one of my top favorite fighters ever.
No, to be honest, I do like Bobby Green, but I've never gone as far as to try to emulate him. But excuse me. Top is off and getting a bit chilly, but. If that's what you think, man. That's good. I like that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Frans.
Excuse me, guys. I'm just getting a bit cold.
It's all good.
All right.
Good. Yeah, great performance tonight after the layoff. Wanted to speak to you about the preparation, because obviously you had a change in opponent very late in the day. You were preparing for Dom. Obviously you got Rashid, and he was coming off 4 or 5 win streaks. So how did that affect your preparation?
It didn't at all. I don't really prepare specifically for any type of opponent. I just kind of do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I felt like I didn't do that as much as I wanted to in that fight. What with the ring rust and stuff like that. But now I know what to do for the next one. You know what I mean? I know I need to do a bit extra. Even when I feel good in training, I need to just push it a bit extra to make sure that ring rust doesn't happen again. So I'm glad now that we have a fight coming up soon. I'm just going to go back right into training and mend the little things we have left to fix.
Nice. So we talked about you dropped him in the second round. Obviously your decision not to rush in. Did you know how hurt he was? Because when I looked at the replay, it looked like he could have been out for a split second.
Yeah.
And then,
no, I did. I could see it by him. Even when then I got close. Excuse me, guys. Wait.
Sure.
Even when I got close, even when then he got me against the fence when I got in, when he was rocked, I could see him, I could hear him. He was just kind of wobbly, you know what I mean? But he did get a good grip, and I couldn't get out of it. So you know, he played a good game. So yeah, fair play to Haz. He done way better than I expected.
Nice. And apart from the cold, any injuries? You feeling fresh still? Or?
I'm all good, man.
Yeah.
I'm all good. I did end up eating a bit too late, and then just there as I was getting out of the fight, you know, we spewed a bit. But we're past that now, and I feel great. So yeah, we're ready for Paris.
Nice. And the last one from me, how important is it to have that support? Because obviously the Irish crowd was in full force, but how important was that to give you that motivation today?
It's always nice to get a good crowd. It's always nice to, you know what I mean, to get cheers from the crowd, you know. The Irish folk is there all the time, you know what I mean? There's nowhere I go where I don't expect a few there. So yeah, it's always fun, and it gives me more confidence now to make it to the Dublin show.
Nice. Well done on the win.
Frans, only one from me because we don't want the coach to catch you.
Alright, thank you.
We spoke 2 days ago how important is Coach Kavanagh to be in your corner, the way he's giving advice in the right moment. You lost the first one probably, and the second one was also pretty close. So when was the moment when you heard something from him and you started to execute exactly what he's saying, and that turned the way of the fight?
Every step, like there's a few things I was doing. He's like, no, don't do that, don't do this. Throughout the fight, I was hearing what he was saying. You know what I mean? There was a few times where I could have, like in training, he showed me a few of them bridges from the ground, which I'm good at. Like, but in them moments, like he was strong on top, like I said, and I didn't have that as much explosiveness as I usually have in there, because obviously with the ring rust. But yeah, there's a few times where I could have shut out at things and stuff like that, what he was telling me to do, and I didn't do that. And because I didn't do that, the fight went on way longer than it was supposed to.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any more guys? Okay, get Frans out there.
Are we good?
Yeah.